Okay, hey y'all. Alright, so I'm in the process of making some of my vinaigrette dressing, and this is how I make it. Okay, so I was down to about this much yesterday, and then I ended up, the container was nice and slippery, and I spilt like most of it on my counter, so I'm like, oh my gosh, so I gotta make me some more. So if you're interested in knowing how I make my vinaigrette, I call it French vinaigrette, homemade dressing, because I use French herbs. And this is a cup of vinegar, white distilled vinegar, and this is approximately about a whole tablespoon, okay, of, hold on a sec, get my little spoon. So what I do, I kind of let this kind of just soak in this vinegar a wee bit, right? And then once this has soaked in, and that vinegar kind of causes all of the essential herbs and nutrients in the herbs to come out by soaking them in the vinegar for a moment. Then what I do, I strain it. As you can see, I've already got my strainer sitting here on my container. I strain it, and I just kind of keep working this until the leaves get nice and wet and soggy and kind of, you know, sink down in the vinegar. And when it does that, then it begins to soften, and all the essence of the herbs gets in the vinegar. So my ingredients measurement is a 1-1. So it's 1 cup of vinegar, 1 cup of olive oil, extra virgin olive oil at that, 2 tablespoons of honey, okay, and then you strain your vinegar into your container that you have, and 1 tablespoon of salt, okay. So I'm going to get my salt over here too. Now I use Morton salt because of my sensitivities. I've learned over the years that iodine salt does not work well for me. Himalayan salt does not work well for me. Sea salt does not work well for me because I have seafood allergies. So old-fashioned Morton salt works for me. All right, and that is one thing that I have come to learn with learning all of my food sensitivities or intolerances that I have. I've had to kind of like curve my dietary. And this is how I came about to make my own dressing, because I can control what goes in the dressing. I can control what's in there, and I don't have any issues. And not only is it good for me, it helps you lose weight with, you know, having vinegar in your diet and everything else like that. So, yeah, I love it. It's a fave in my household. So this is my house dressing. All right, so I'm going to get ready to pour this. I think it's set long enough, don't you think? So now that that has set for a minute, as I ran my mouth. Okay, I hope this thing stays put. Ooh-wee. Okay, I'm doing this with one hand, y'all, so it might get a little messy. Alright, so now we've got our vinegar infused with French herbs. So again, this is Stephanie's French herb vinaigrette dressing. Okay, that's what it's called. Alright, and now I'm going to pour a cup of extra virgin olive oil in my cup. Pour it on in there. Alright. And I'm going to eyeball this like my great grandma. So this is going to be 1, and this is going to be 2. Okay. And now, let's get my little measuring spoon device here. I'm going to see if I can, okay. Alright, y'all, you know what? This is very challenging with the one-hand situation here. Woohoo! Okay, hold on. What that was, paper. Alright. Okay. So we're going to give a tablespoon of salt. Alright, that should do it. Okay, come on, stop. Alright. And in it goes. Okay, and so now, let me get all this stuff out of here. Alright, so now I just whisk it up really good. Just whisk it really good. Stir it up really good. Now, whenever you're ready to have some on your salad, sometimes I even, put it on like my vegetables that I'm baking if I want. Something a little savory with a little bite of citrus to it. I will use my own vinaigrette. And this looks just like Italian seasoning. I mean, not Italian seasoning, but what I want to say, Italian dressing, right? And it's just as good. Trust me when I say. Now, somebody might ask, well, why didn't you just use Italian herbs? You know, the Italian seasoning. Well, because of one of my sensitivities to oregano. Hello. It's on my long Christmas list of things that I cannot deal with. I mean, it just makes me itch, you know. There's no better way to say it. So that's that, y'all. Okay? That's my vinaigrette. All right? And so I call it my French vinaigrette. Okay, so there you have it. Now I got to clean up this mess. And I hope y'all had a good day or are having a good day. And as for me, I got to go watch my program. It's on. All right, take care. I hope you learned something. Try it out and tell me how you like it.